Hi. Newt won last night. He won big. This is Dick Morris for your lunch alert. Have a nice lunch. I always felt that Newt Gingrich was one breakout debate performance away from getting back into this race. And boy, he had it last night. It was absolutely incredible. When he gave that line after Ron Paul made the idiotic comparison of saying that attacking bin Laden in Pakistan was like China doing a drone strike against a Chinese dissident in the United States. And Gingrich said, thank God for Ron Paul, he makes Newt look so good. He said that bin Laden is not the equivalent of a Chinese dissident. Bin Laden seeking to hide as the most wanted man on earth is different from a Chinese dissident seeking asylum. Then when he talked about the other issues that he focused on, he was just incredible. It was just amazing to watch him. He was fabulous. When he talked about how it was okay, indeed commendable, to have kids work when they're young and begin to develop a work ethic, and that being a janitor is not anything to look down upon for a 13-year-old kid in a school to sweep up. It was terrific. It was just great. When he called Obama the food stamp president, incredible. You know, he's expanded the number of people on food stamps from 32 million when he took office to 46 million now. So clearly it was a great performance. But Newt still has the problem of Rick Santorum, who did okay in the debate. I thought Newt served red meat and Santorum served chicken. and because it was a Republican debate, nobody served pork. But I think that Santorum's performance was vanilla, and Newt's was really incredible. But he received the endorsement of the evangelicals, and that'll count for something in South Carolina. Ron Paul, I think, totally discredited himself when he said, basically implied we shouldn't have gone after bin Laden in Pakistan. I think he just completely marginalized himself. But he still has Santorum on his wing, Gingrich does. Romney, I thought, did a usual Romney performance, which was very good, very solid, but there were weak points. I thought his defense of Bain Capital was not all it should be. We'll talk more about that in tomorrow's lunch alert. And I felt that his answer on tax returns was pathetic. He says, well, I'll release my returns on April 15th like everybody used to. Well, okay, but they didn't have primaries that were moved up a month on the calendar like these are. And therefore, April 15th doesn't cut it. He could release his tax returns after he's already nominated, and we could be stuck with a nominee that could really hurt us. I think the thing he wants to avoid disclosing in the tax returns is I'll bet that he paid the 15% capital gains tax legally on his hedge fund investment, but not the 35% tax rate that the rest of us mortals pay. So I think that Romney was off his game a little bit last night, and boy, Newt was on it. Now, if Newt wins South Carolina, he's back in the race. And if he has a significant gap between himself and Santorum, not to say Paul, of course, then it becomes a two-way race. And then Gingrich has at last got Romney one-on-one. I still think Romney will win because I think that all of his sins, if you call Bain Capital a sin, which I don't, I think it was commendable to turn these companies around, or his flip-flop on abortion, which he says is growth, which is also not very sinful. But all of his defects like that have to be put into the context of the need to beat Obama. What's different between Romney in 08 and Romney in 12? Well, in 08, we could afford to be fussy. In 12, we can't because we have to beat Obama. And I think that will always be Romney's ace in the hole. So I think he has a good shot of ultimately winning the nomination. But boy, Newt made it a battle and showed how to give a speech and how to debate. He was fabulous last night. It was just an absolute joy to watch. Perry, I'll be glad to see the back of him when he pulls out after he loses South Carolina. So thanks a lot. We'll chat tomorrow about the Bain Capital issue because there's a perspective on it that's really important for us all to get. And I don't think Romney did a good job of explaining it, but I will. Thanks. See you tomorrow.